All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So glad you're here. So glad to be here at the 40th New South Wales Dorset Championships from Cowra. Thanks to Bromar Engineering, Melly Marketing the Land, Burmac, Genstock, Allflex Coopers. Look, the sponsors have been amazing, of course. And then so have the breeders. And we're first up straight into it. We had a bit of a thing this morning, bit of a raffle going on, some good prizes going out to a lot of the farms and farmers. But we're first into, we're into the U section. We did all the rams yesterday. It took 11 hours all day to get through. Bit of a power issue to start with. But a big shout out at the moment to my mates from the schools that are here. They're amazing. They're doing such a good job, and they're entering almost every category. It's incredible. There's some of the ladies there. They're having a bit of fun last night watching the video back and seeing how often I managed to get them on the screen. And I guess that's the purpose. We're here to make you famous. We had a big crash just there. That was just something in the background. So it looks like the guys here in the vest, we've got a couple of judges, I would say. There's red vests there from Tadikeel. They're pretty amazing, actually. Anyway, this is Class 30, Novice U's, the Lindsay Wright Memorial class. Novice U, under 1.5 years, Sean. Well, they look pretty woolly, this lot. So we did the restricted class yesterday. Actually, no, in that case, we're not. No. This is section 33, or class 33. Arndale, Tadikeel, Dursley, Pole, Dorsets. It doesn't seem to make sense either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 2, 7. And Finley High School's there, so I'm going to assume this is class 34, actually, the Springwaters Trophy. You know what? I can do better. I can have a look. So it's very remiss of me. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Benny Two Shoes. I'm from Youtubelivesports, spelt this week as EWETUBE, YouTube. So it is section 33, according to that board. But yeah, as I've said, if you're just joining us for the first time and seeing what's going on, I usually do, mostly lawn bowls, but essentially any sport going around because I love it. And I got invited up here by Roger Dorset after covering a show, a bowls tournament in Cowra to come and do this. I went, okay. So here we are. And it's been an absolute blast of a time sitting here amongst all the farmers, amongst all the sheep. We're swapping positions. So he sends them in order. Apologies, I'll just say right now. So what they do, these judges, they come out, they line them all up. They'll have a good inspection of them, check the lines and things like that, and then they'll put the sheep in the race, or in the catwalk, as I've been calling it, but down that chute, and they check the way they walk. And then watching the way they walk, we're looking at how they're walking, their gait, because the whole purpose of these sheep is to put as much size on them as possible. So if they don't walk right, they're not going to be able to put on a lot of size. It's going to be painful for them. And they're looking for the best breeds, so the best bloodlines. So you get a sheep with good genetics, genetically able to hold all that weight. Then you increase the resilience and the size of your sheep. So essentially, Yeah, as I said, these guys go for a walk down there. They check the feet aren't pointing inwards. They can take on a lot of weight. There's this ram yesterday got to 150 kilos. That's that's a lot of weight on an animal like this. And then they're creating them, trying to make them quite long as well, because the most valuable part of a sheep is from the back rib, pretty much at the hips of where those ladies are standing out, to the back hips or the hip bone at the back, and that's the loin. And yesterday we had an ultrasound out, and they were putting the sheep through these machines, weighing them. Ultrasound, they can actually see the size of the chop off that loin at the back there. It's quite extraordinary. If you've not been out to one of these, come out and just spend a day. If you're out here and about now, this is really exciting there at Cowra Showgrounds, because over at just over the other side, there's a shed full of chickens. I can't remember if it's 540 or 450. Different types of birds over there. It's great. So here they go. They're lining up. 7 in class in this one. Zoom out a little and move across. Pretty sunny out there today. Just speaking about the weather conditions, we discovered that sailors, bowlers and farmers, should have guessed that, talk a lot about the weather. And today, lots of rain. Yesterday was quite crazy. All right, looks like we're lined up fairly in order. The judges, I haven't met the second judge there. Didn't know he was here. They're conferring at the back. George did everything himself yesterday. All right, so they're, like I said, the judges over there conversing. Looks like they've made a decision, or they're coming through to have another look at this. So they're talking about, George said yesterday specifically, one of the things he's very interested in is the amount of meat that goes down the hindquarters, the back legs, amount of muscle back there. It's going to be tough to use that camera in at the moment with those blokes sitting there. I should have did put cones out, but I think they got moved. Unfortunately, that's all right. Charlotte, there's your dad. Gordon, he's from, what have I forgotten? Close Up. Too fast.
Really strong top line. You behind her, another beautiful you, really nice head. Really good line order. Of course, she's small as well as you in front of her. But still a really nice shoe. You behind, also really nice shoe. I thought her shoulders weren't as good as the two in front. But really nice head on her as well. You in fourth. Not as much capacity as the U's in front. Still a really nice U. She walked really nicely. The next U, thought she could have been a bit better in the shoulders. And yeah, the last two U's just didn't stand out as much as the U's in front, but still really nice U's. So thank you.
It's a really good summary there from our younger judge. I'm going to go over and meet him now. So as they load up the next ones.
First, it's Armdale, second and Matty Armstrong.
Arndale.
Teddy Roger Limit. Third, Armdale, tape number 88. Sam and Matty Armstrong.
Arndale, Tatakil and Arndale again, 1, 2 and 3. Congratulations to those breeders. I'm just going to go meet our new boss.
It's in the back of my head. Did you
guys that way a little bit forward? No. Thanks, buddy. You're good looking back of your head. You go all right. Thanks, guys. We've met. G'day, mate.
Sorry, Elliot. Yeah, I see you. What's your name? Elliot.
Elliot, yeah. I'm doing the broadcasting that over there.
Yeah, I did see you back there.
Yeah, sweet.
So it's working without that this morning, is it?
No. So that's why I'm going to give this back to you. Yeah, just over there.
And I will hang outside keeping watch for an MP turning up.
She's here,
She's here.
front row
It's only Burmac.
in the
What's
brown
that?
jump.
It's only the Burmac man.
Oh, he's here now too.
We'll do this class.
Do this.
Class 34, Springwaters Trophy. You under 1.5 years, Sean.
All right, I've handed the microphone over to the judges again. That young man there in the puffy vest, he's Elliot. He's a lovely young bloke and is doing a really good job working on his diction in the way he speaks. This is the Springwaters Trophy. You under 1.5 years, Sean, which is class 34. Entries from Arndale, Mount Bathurst, Marbury, Ashchamu, Pole Dorsets, Tattykeel, Cranbrook, Pole Dorsets, Monterey, and Finley High School once again. And a beautiful bunch of ewes. Whoa. Hang on a second. So everyone wants front row seats. The whole stand down here moved. It was pretty scared the hell out of a lot of people. I'll just show you that maybe in a second as George does his work around these ewes. As I said, these farms, these breeders, Sam Matty Armstrong, the Healy family, Malcolm Yerbury, Cooper family, Tattykeel obviously, PJ and Kay Balcom, and Frager and Jenny Gilbertson, and Finley High School. Geez, they do a good job, that little high. I'll just show you what I was talking about. This stand here, everyone wants a front row seat. So we had heaps of people sitting on the front. There's actually a lot of them have moved now. That man's from Victoria. Yeah, and then that whole thing near tipped over forwards. So everyone jumped, including me, made a big noise. All right, there's young Elliot. Have a look at this wonderful lineup of sheep. These wonderful, beautiful ewes. This is a great display. Look at them all. It's going to be a tough run. They're all the sizes pretty similar. As we go, look down this angle. All standing well. Colour's great. It's going to come down so much in this category, I'd say, to the walk. Not bad, not bad. Deliberating, looking hard at these sheep. Judge, as I said, judge for yourself. Have a look at what you think. Which one do you think looks the best? Young kids just jumped in there, but a lot of that. Remember what we've been learning and speaking about. Meat down the hindquarters, overall size, of course, head shape, which you can't really see from this angle. How straight they stand. So shout out to Brett Naddis from Western Australia who's been watching this. He's from a town called Katanning in WA. I used to live in Katanning way back when I was a very, very youngster. No more than a little lad. It was a great place to be. lovely part of country, Western Australia. And then I spent the rest of the time living in a little town called Jarrahdale, which did have a lot of sheep around it. Also mostly mining, though, bauxite and timber. So anyway, shout out to Brenton Addis. I went off on a little memory tangent there for a second.
She's happy to participate in the award.
And I'll turn that down. Don't need to hear the buy discussion. I like to keep what the judges and the admin's saying a little private at least. So the process there, just for those really interested in what's going on, as I said, the judges will come through. They'll go get their first impressions of which sheep's going to be the best, and then they send them in that order down the chute to check their walk. And the walk is such an important part, as I said. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it really is. I was a little surprised to find out how important it is, which is why I didn't have a camera set up at this angle yesterday. But the walk, vital. Putting weight on these ewes, and out they come. So we're looking at quality of the walk, the shape, the lines, and then they come back out of the race there, out of the catwalk, and line up in what is the presumptive order. And then the judges will go through again, and I've seen them looking down the back legs, the back quarters, the front shoulders, the head shape, the whole lot and then they can move them around as necessary. But so far it looks like Tatakil again right at the top with the top two. And they are extraordinary bunch out there. They win a lot of awards. They get around and they're not shy of a sheep show. Just come down from somewhere up north. I can't remember. It might have been Armidale. In the northern section. Now they're down here at Cowra. Had a bit of a raffle win this morning. Yeah. Hey, kids. You're all dressed up real cool, by the way, you three. Johnny's. Righto. So they're still coming down the race. Like I said, a big category, this one, category 33. You can see the guys from the other breeders there just taking photos of ewes. They like the shape of themselves. Often it's not just about the judge's position. However, judge's position will increase the value if you're in the top three. Will increase the value of your sheep. But at these shows, the breeders from other places come around because they want to find good quality breeding stock, if nothing else. And they can, if they can get them from here, this is what they want This is what they will do. It's not always necessarily about the judge's opinion. So those guys there clearly saw something they liked in one of those sheep. Camera 2 out there for a slightly better angle of the lineup. There's Roger looking very dapper in his jacket and in his blazer and tie as well. Bless him. Bit of a bash against the wall over there. One of the recalcitrant sheep. Sometimes I don't like going up the race. But look at the size of this category. So, once again, if I jump on this camera, I can go back to the screen. I'll show you exactly what's up as George does his thing. This is the Springwaters Trophy. You under 1.5 years Sean. So the exhibitors here, Armdale, Mount Bathurst, Maybury, Ashchamu, Pole, Dorset's Taddick, Cranbrook, Pole, Dorset's Monterey and Finley High School. Young Elliot there having a good look and doing some judging as well. After this, we have the New South Wales Pole Dorset Association U under 1.5 years Machine Sean. There's another 7 in that category. Big categories. Lots of interest in these once again. There's a couple of the Lily Dale girls. They were watching this back last night, having a great laugh because I was having a go at them for bumping my camera. But no, they're great. That's a wonderful school. You thought it's that camera that's going to get you. These guys are deliberating. Yeah, get her. Oh, what even is my life? This is so good. Oh, we got a big lineup of lambs, of ewes out there. Geez, a big lineup. Look at them. How good are they? There's Ash there. He's from Ashchamu. And he's lovely looking ewe there. And Roger. Yeah, you think they're scared now. Get on your Finley hype. They're watching themselves now. Yeah. Yep, wave to the camera. That's the one. That's the camera you're looking at. Give us a wave. Oh, dear ladies. Well done. We're back to the sheep, back to the important part. The Finley High kids, they've been so much fun this week. Absolutely love what they've produced. So everyone down at Finley High, if you're watching, it's a Saturday morning. Hopefully they get to show a bit back there in your class. But here we go. That's their use there. These are extraordinary students. They, as I said, no one above year 10. They come out to these shows and they clean up. They've got a good brag board over there. I wish I could show you. It's a fair way back from me, but a wonderful brag board back there. There's a lot of use in this category. More than's actually listed on the program by the looks, unless they're in pairs. Is that ash maroon? No, probably not by the looks. Look at them all. Better line up from here. They were swapping positions again, or lining up side by side. Tattykeel in their red really stand out, of course. They're big sheep. Standing side by side for comparison. Look at them. Bulky in the back end, of course. There's James Roberts there in the front. Fixture of this show, actually. He's a good man. Had a bit of an accident back when he was a very young child. And still gets out and about. He's apparently a talented 10-pin bowler as well. Look at we're comparing 1 and 2 for Tattykeel. A lot of discussion. I told the blokes, it's good to see you wearing your uniform.
I'd like to welcome Steph Cook, member for Cootamundra. Really do appreciate you taking the time out to come along to our show.
Wow.
Especially on our 40th anniversary. And I'll get Steph to present the ribbons on behalf of Springwater's staff.
Where are you from?
Steph Cook.
Oh, right. Oh, you're a member of what, state or?
State, yeah.
Are you the right colour or not?
I don't know. I'm not going to. Let's not
You're
get into
just
that now.
You're just the member, so you're definitely the right colour.
That'll do. That's
There she is, Steph Cook. I've just been speaking to the Cowra office recently. You guys, a lot of you don't know, I'm actually a politician as well. I'm on the Shoalhaven City Council. And it's good to have the federal member out.
The you on top's a lovely, beautiful thing, and you carries yourself beautifully through.
It'll be interesting to see the matron coming through. She's got some line. Second ew's a big bold ewe, which which Elliot loved. He loved the frame of her. I just didn't think she carried herself quite through the front I'd like, as much as the ewe at the front. Number 3, nice all-round ewe. Got that beautiful display. She's not up as far as the top 2. She'll keep coming as the year goes on. Showing, unfortunately, is not a sprint. It's a marathon to get through to the elite in Bendigo, which is the pinnacle of our show year. 4th year didn't quite as handle as the ewe above her. Lovely long ewe. We'd like to see her a bit better through the back legs. You become one of my problems. You're either up the front or down here. Lovely ewe to breed big, bold flock rams out of. She's going to keep on going through your flock for many years. She's a lovely ewe. Same ewe again. Hasn't quite got the presence of the ewe above her. Lovely type, sucker type sheep. Elliot thought that we need this suckers were more down in this area. So we've got 2 really nice sucker type. We must remember that's part of our industry, are those 16-week lambs. That's the most profitable. It's a bit hard for me at this stage. The similar, got some lovely ewes that have got the framework that we can build on through our flock. It's not just a one-off this year. We've got to select our ewes that will bring powerful rams coming through. Thank you.
Well surmised by Graham there. That's George there, Graham. And a lovely, lovely category that was. They were a brilliant looking sheep.
Springwood Australia, you won the 1.5 years gone. First, Teddy Kill, tag number 54. Second, Teddy Kill, tag number 20. Teddy Kill was delivered. Third, Armdale, tag number 173. Seven, Matty Armstrong. Fourth, Armdale, tag number 62. Seven, Matty Armstrong. Fifth, Dorset, Stadium,
Ashcar Moon, one of my favourites. The guys have been sitting next to the whole time, came 5th. Another ribbon for them. But once again, Taddy Keel taking 1 and 2 in that category. And Armdale in 3rd again. Look at the standards there. So the first 2 categories of the day, I'll just turn Roger down. The first 2 categories of the day, Armdale and Taddy Keel cleaning up 1, 2 and 3 in both categories so far. And we're on to category 35, which is the New South Wales Pole Dorset Association U under 1.5 years. Armdale again, Valley Vista, Maybury, Brooklyn Park, Ashjamu, Pole Dorset, Taddy Keel and Pine Creek. So these breeders out here showing again, and it's a tough, tight competition, hard work. Just zoom out and have a look at the crowd sitting around. Look at them all. Much interest, much concerns. Great to see a lot of young people here too. All these families. These are all family establishments generally. Farms tend to be generational, as you'd hope. So while they're setting up, because they're taking their time a bit, we'll have a look around. So out here, from where I'm sitting, there's a reporter, Eliza, from the land. Out there is the coffee van run by, it's called Jim Bob's. We'll swoop around the back and have a look. All these guys here waiting to have their sheep brought out. There's the Pine Creek lambs there. And here they come down the race. Here come the entrants. So that's, I can't remember their names. Sorry, guys. Part of my learning and part of the feedback from this that I'll take away. Oh, Distinguished Service Award. Sorry, guys. I'll get back to the... Oops. they're giving a service award to that gentleman. I sadly missed it.
Same board, it's giving a service board. He takes good, I mean, we work beside between the pair of them and their committees, his shed wouldn't be the shed it is today, but that people would remember years ago that they don't have sheds. And due to the hard work of these people, now it's all closed in and made it more comfortable for people concerned. Congratulations.
Yeah, big congratulations to that man. From what I heard, and you may not have heard it all that well, he's a former chief steward here, and lots of service to this community, to the farms, and presented by Steph Cook, the state member. Both those gentlemen, well-deserved awards, and we thank them very much for their service. Brilliant little trophies they've got there too. I like that idea. Magic. Congratulations to them. So I'm going to go quiet for a second, have a little comfort break while we break for this. Might even go meet Steph Cook, famous member. But you'll see the next category coming out shortly. I won't be long, it'll be a bit quiet.
This was here, the chairs were here, everything was all done. Then we had the whiteboard to make sure they were all drawn up and everything. Also with the two of them, they got all this filled in.
I'll grab Headley to do the mixed pair.
I'll be going off soon, but I'll just stay later.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a ribbon, don't you?
Here. No, mixed pair.
Just doing the mixed pair presentation. Then you're right to go grab. So Roger will just announce it. They get both, because accidentally they make two.
Yeah, we doubled all, so one for you, one for you.
Or they can pick which colour they prefer.
Also, looking forward to starting next class, as awarded last night, announced last night, next fair. And we have Lomax here presenting the ribbon. Go from fourth to first. Getting was placed fourth, Armdale third, Brooklyn Park second, and Teddy Kuhl Private Limited, Sean Taylor. Congratulations, Teddy Kuhl.
Roger, if we announce some stuff, put that on first. Just so they can hear it.
I thought he'd nearly pick it up with me. He's a character.
Class 35, New South Wales Holders of Association, new under 1.5 years, Machine Sean.
All right, I've done my bit. I went and met Steph Cook, as you would have seen, my silly haircut there. And now we're into this, another big category. I don't have a lot of zoom left on this camera. Oh, it's looking a bit bumpy too. Don't die on me. Where's my phone? It's there. No, that's all right. I've still got internet. I have to reset that camera in the break, but that's okay. So, where are we at? Category 35, New South Wales Pole Dorset Association, new, under 1.5 years, Machine Sean. So you can see how close cropped these sheep are. Geez, there is size difference in these. All across the board. The last category we saw was quite close in size and was actually absolutely noticeable. This one here is a little different. They come from all different climates, all around the state. And so some of them would have been birthed or dropped, as they say, as I'm learning the terminology, later than others, which may account for a size difference. We're looking at, once again, lines. So he does a bit of a roughie. That young boy over there was trying to lift a couple of bags of grain, or actually magnesium, one of the licks. And doing his best. They all want to help out, all these people. Yeah, so all of these ewes come from different areas. They birth at different rates, and then their feed is a bit different too. So the judges have to take all of that into account. Well, these are just youngsters, 1.5 years. From Arndale, Sam and Maddie Armstrong. From Valley Vista, the Scott family. Malcolm Yerbury from Maybury. Brooklyn Park there, BR Mansbridge and LM Herbert. Ash Chamu Pole Dorsets are in there too, JNA and C Cooper. So that's, and Taddy Keel obviously are in there, as well as Pine Creek, which are the Travers people. So that's Roger and Erin. I think it's Erin showing. Yep, there she is, third from the left. That's Charmu Pole Dorset, second from the left. She's her name's Charlotte, lovely lady. So George again setting it through one by one in the order he thinks they'll come out at the moment after a first assessment. He'll look at the walk as they run the catwalk. As they do their walking, you see them wandering up and down that race. It's hard to see it. Like I said, next time I do this, it's a bit tough today. I'll have a better setup where I can actually have a camera at the set high above the race, or just above their head, so you can look down and see exactly what they're looking at. So I apologise for not having it this time, but I will have it next time, if they invite me back, of course. And then the Bendigo Society as well, I think are looking at maybe picking me up. So I might head down to Bendigo later in the year at the Australasian, so sheep from everywhere. This, of course, being broadcast all around the world at the moment. I had some Brazilians on. One of the big exports for Pole Dorset lambs or sheep is to the Brazilian market, and wonderful to have them on board. Tell you what, Brazilian barbecue, if you haven't had it, get out and have some Brazilian barbecue. It is probably my favourite way to prepare meat. I've got to set one up in my at my house, I reckon. Young fella there, keeping hold of that, taking control of his sheep. He's got the good boots on, dressed for the occasion from Taddy Kill. And the young lady on the right-hand side too, look. Love to see the families involved in this, I really do. It's just, when I was speaking to Steph Cook, the Nationals state MP, she was just talking about the same thing and reflecting on the same thing that I've been in this. This focus of this whole show is all about these animals. But so much of what farming is community and it's family. And it's absolutely evident at a show like this. Could not be more proud to be here showing this off to as many people as I can in the world, because this is where your food comes from. Ladies and gents, like it or not, it doesn't come from Woolies, it comes from here. And the pride these people have, these families have in their farms, in the animals they produce, is just beautiful. And if you look back this way again, there's still all there, and there's a couple of buyers just there having a look. Victorians, of course. Lots of interest, lots of people watching. You just see it in the way they present themselves and the way they come out and the work they put in. Everybody should be very proud of what they're producing here. It is extraordinary. And what a lineup. Pine Creek. Aaron's sheep there trying to make a break for it. We had a couple of escapees yesterday. Lads from Mount Bathurst. They'll have a couple of entries in Mount Bathurst, I think. I don't think they're in this one. The Heelys. So this is the part, like you said, they go through, they look at the lines, they look at the head, and then the back. They'll look at the leg shape, and then they'll send them for a walk. And then they come to this part, the judges, and they'll look more closely at the muscle quality of the legs, the hindquarters, the shoulders. In a shorn category like this, they're not looking at wool quality, although wool is an important part of what a Dorset is. Anytime you see, I'll go in here and we'll have a closer look. Yeah, that fella there, that's a good looking sheep. That's a beautiful looking sheep, actually. Prime example of what I'm talking about. But they're shorn, so their wool is really quite dense, which makes it ideal for things like Ugg boots and other fleecy objects, jackets. Less than a merino style wool, from what and this is just, like I said, I'm no expert, but this is what people have been telling me, and within the reading I've done as well. So so the wool, very important. The carcass and the meat that comes out of these is fantastic. If you've had lamb chops or anything recently, and as I have, then this is where it comes from. And that is a beautiful looking sheep. A unique looking sheep. They talk a lot about the poll, which is the top of the head where the horns would have been. The horns, of course, have been bred out of these animals. There is a horned category, which is the first thing we covered yesterday. Big curly horns on them. That's the Taddy Kill, one of the Taddy Kill entries. Pose, all important. The way they stand, same as in, I guess, modelling, dog shows and things like that. It's such a beautiful animal. So that's what Elliot and George are looking at the moment. Getting in, checking out, and making sure that all the qualities of quite technical, and the scoring they do is quite intense, as you can see. Long discussions. Went for a long time yesterday, and a lot of that due to it's a very close categories. We're talking a 5-point spread across 7 lambs, or seven rams, sorry. Get my terminology right. Now, if I was a betting man, and I'm not, this is the top end, but look at that sheep on the right in the blue harness. The back legs there, they look muscular and strong, and that's what you're looking for in a good lamb roast. That back leg, same for the front one. That's more Tatterkill lambs. Armdale in the middle, once again. So if you're watching online and you're watching on your phones, let us know where you're from. Even if you're watching from inside the shed right now. I know the YAG students from Lilydale School are. Trying to get you the best view possible. There's a lot of ladies and gentlemen standing up. Obviously, the state member there. I'm not going to go and ask her to move. Important people, these ministers. What is going on with that camera there? It looks filthy. Might have to get up and give it a clean at the break, or maybe we'll see. This lineup once again. Should make it a bit better. There we go. It's more true to colour. We'll just
There was quality right through the draft. So it just came down to which ones had the capacity, which ones stood out. The ewe in first, a really nicely balanced ewe, really good head, nice and smooth through the shoulders. The ewe in second, we were sort of umming and ahhing about first and second. But yeah, it kind of just came down to how well they walked. Also a really, really nice feminine ewe. Plenty of muscle there as well. The ewe in third just didn't stand out as much as the 2 ewes in front. She walked really well. The ewe in fourth, we thought she was a really nice ewe. Just didn't have as much sort of muscle expression as the few ewes in front. Stands really well, really nicely balanced. The ewe in fourth, another really nice ewe. Thought she could be a little bit better in the hocks. Stands up well. She also walked pretty well. Next ewe, another really nice ewe, just didn't have the scale of the ewes in front. Next ewe, also another nice ewe, a larger framed ewe. Didn't carry herself as well. A little bit narrow in the hind quarter. And the last ewe just didn't have the scale of the ewes in front. But really nice lineup.
That's Elliot, still a really nice lineup. So Tatterkill and Armdale. Sorry. Yep, Armdale. I'll turn that down. Go.
Thanks, Elliot. This 5 top doors for Sage.
I shouldn't.
You under 1.5 years machine, Sean. First is Armdale, 56, Sam and Maddie Armstrong. Second, Teddy Kuhl, tag number 97. Third, Teddy Kuhl, tag number 102, Teddy Kuhl Proprietary Limited. Fourth, Brooklyn Park, BR Mainsbridge and LM Herbert. Fifth, Armdale, tag number 86, Sam and Maddie Armstrong. Sixth, Astronu Pole Dorset, JNANC Cooper. Highly commended Maybury, Malcolm Yerbury. Highly commended Pine Creek, Roger and Aaron Trade.
Right, so Armdale take out first and fifth in that one. That's the Armstrongs, Sam and Maddie. Tadiki will take out second and third. Fourth to Brooklyn Park. Sixth to Ash Maru and Pine Creek, highly commended. Marbury, highly commended. That's class 35. Class 36. And this goes through, I think the U's go to 3 sheep, 3 rams. So we're into groups after at class 40. So this goes to 39. So we're only 1, 2, 3 away from that, plus the champion U's. So this one here, class 36. Sheep from Mount Bathurst, Maybury, Ash Charmu, Pole Dorsets, Taddykeel, Cranbrook, Pole Dorsets, and Pine Creek once again. And well done, all these people getting their sheep in the right positions. Here they come. There's Ashmar True there. So these are pairs, are they? Yeah, pair of ewes, Sean. So Cowra Shire Council pair of ewes, Sean. Finley High School don't have an entry in this, but they're very interested, clearly. Well, these are pairs. No, that's Finley High School there. So it doesn't actually say, I don't have them listed in the program, but they've definitely got an exhibit. So let's go. I'm going to say it again, and I know you're probably sick of me hearing it. The high school entries in this blow me away. They have been so good. Finley High in particular, to be honest. They've had sheep in almost every category going around here, and I've absolutely loved having them here. And their interactions with all the people around them, these are good kids. Finley High, I think, was the one down in Deniliquin. Don't quote me on that yet. The kids know when the cameras are on them. So Finley High is so scroll out to find a town. Yeah, it's down near the Murray River, inland from Albury Wodonga, north of Turkenwall, Cobram, and yeah, just east of Deniliquin, Denny. And if you look at the high school, nice modern looking place. It's got a really nice ag farm out the back, quite a large one actually, where they keep these sheep and they breed. They do a lot of work in AI, which doesn't mean computers, it means artificial insemination. So a bit rough that the computer nerds like me stole their expression. So, once again, that's Rachel from Taddykeel. It's nice to see Steph Cook there, the state member, having a chat to the kids. I say kids, the young adults. They're, oh, there she goes there. On her way out. Now, hang on. 6, 7. Yeah. Oh, they're brilliant. Everyone's having such a good time here. I'll just shout out once again these young kids here. Family affair. That's Taddykeel. Won't zoom in too much on that while that's happening. There's Ash and Charlotte from Ash Charmoot. Another good Tatakeel entrant there. Another pair. There's Pine Creek. Look a bit younger. They look a bit birthed a bit later in the season, perhaps. I think that was the conversation I had before. I can't really remember. And this pair here from Cranbrook Pole Dorsets. I love those third button shirts. I wear them all the time. And obviously Lilydale. Elliot and George doing their work. Once again, if you've been following the whole time, you'll know they go through now, they look at the lines. They're not going to make these walk because they're in pairs, but I take that back. I said that yesterday because that's what I'd heard. I may be wrong. So we'll see. So if they're going to send them for a walk down the runway, then he'll send them out in the order in which he thinks they're going to be at the end. And then obviously he goes in and they have another look. But see what he's going there. He finds the back rib and then he finds the hip and he tests the length in between that. Most of these sheep have had, most of these ewes have had their chop size checked by ultrasound. Pretty nifty. Go to number 2 and have a look. Here's your lineup from a slightly better angle, I think. Couple of kids getting a bit excited up here. So they're still deliberating. Elliot on the right-hand side of the shot right now. And George having a good look. Yep, so they're going for their walk now. It's been a bit of a long setup. He'll go and send the pairs through the race, through the catwalk, check their walking, make sure they're all square and straight, their feet and their toes are in the right positions. And he sends them through in the order, I think, in which he likes them. So, number 1, so far, Taddy Kill once again. Oops. And they're walking in pairs up and down. You see George there at one end. Elliot on the left, the tall fella on the left. There's the girls from Lilydale wandering their sheep up. They'll put their get stopped at the end by one of the stewards, and they put the harnesses back on and bring them back out. Fairly long process, these walks, so I'll give you a little look around the whole area. Welcome to Boyd Dumbrell, the happy bowler. Jump on board, mate. This is some really weird stuff we get to do out and about. We'll cover anything. You book us and you want a live stream, we'll do it. Like I said, it was interesting, the chook show up there before. He's pretty keen. You got 543 individual chickens up there at the moment. You can hear them. You won't be able to hear them over the microphone, but you just hear the roosters going nuts the whole time. So that's one of the staff members from Lilydale there, guiding her students into getting the sheep in the right position, getting their legs right, angles correct. See that? Like a director. Coaching. As they push the sheep into position. All these people here taking notes, taking photos. They're looking at the feed that they can get, most of them anyway. And then you've got the Lilydale girls at the back here who are watching themselves on TV, I think. So give it about 10 seconds. There we go. Hi, ladies. Give us a wave. Look just to your left over that man's hat. The guy in the blue hat in front of you. Wave to your schoolmates. Good people, good kids, they're good fun. I love watching these videos. Yeah, these people in the front, like I said, all taking notes. As the walk finishes up, still going, still got a couple to go through. Pine Creek still to go through. Now look at the sponsors up there, Burmac, Brighton Wool, Alan Gray & Co. Thanks to them. And here's a couple of the old, those guys down there just won the service award. They're old commissioners from here. Genstock Products there have provided a lot of materials for this, including for the draw just a second ago. There's Teddy Kill, Hughes just jumping around. So someone asked me yesterday what they're doing moving those sheep around like that. They actually grab them under the tail. It's an easy way to get them to move forward. And the Taddykill lambs at the front, they produce some good quality sheep. We'll zoom. Oh, this big fella here! Look at this. Look at the size of this animal. I'm trying to get him in position as they work, but I'll zoom in on this. This is what you see in a typical Dorset. Beautifully clipped right down, shape of the back. Lamb roasts in that muscle all the way down the leg and into the hock. The pole, so the top of the head, where the horns used to be, is a feature, and the shape of the face is also what the judges look at quite as an important feature. And the reason for that, these sheep are fairly easy to birth. Apparently, they come out head first, and they're kind of a wedge shape. So when they pop out, it's quite easy and a lot safer. They're fairly easy to care for. Not easy to make stand in position by the looks of things, but that's about it. The wool is dense. The wool is important. Beautiful animals. Uniquely Australian breed. Still a bit of coaching there. Looking at challenging for first and second here against Taddykill. These Lilydale girls. And look at these Taddykills. A lot of weight on them. The feature of them, they're set a little bit further over from. They're on the opposite side of the arena from everyone else, and they have huge animals. The biggest sheep I've seen this week is actually just there. So that big fella there, that's a ram. He's 150 kilos. That's a big sheep. There we go. The girls clearly don't want to be on camera. That's their sheep there. That's the fruit of their labour right there. There's young Elliot rocking his R.M. Williams vest. A country brand that certainly made its way into the city. Interesting. the way these are lined up. They're obviously a pairs competition. So we've got the 2 rows once again. Give a flicker on that. Which camera is that? 1, 2, 3. Nice. Takes that flicker out from the LED lights that are doing their thing so we can see a bit better. George moving things around by the looks of things.
What were you dreaming of?
I don't know, I was just waiting for you.
While we're kind of in position here, there's George, he's about to have a chat. But thanks so much to Roger Travers there for inviting me here. He's a good bowler and a good man. And the Chief Commissioner, absolute champion. Congrats to his offsider, Beatrice, who is constantly hiding over there. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I'll just let George talk.
There's some lovely use through this class. Quite often there was one year was quite better than the other one. So I'll get to that in a minute. We had quite a bit of debate between the first and the second. The first pair are there up on the day. They look at the other ones are coming through. They're not quite there. It'll be interesting to see how they progress. I thought they were a lovely pair of you, and they walked brilliantly. They walked themselves into it. Third pair, lovely pair, particularly the back ewe. She's a lovely ewe. Hudson, you've done a good job holding them. Just keep going. It's all about that. Lovely length in these ewes here, just didn't quite handle their legs. Same, nice roomy ewes, matrons for that, breeding those nice heavy flock rams. Nice pair of neat ewes. Particularly the last two pairs walked really well, which is one of the things I've been really looking for and I was impressed with. Thank you.
So Taddykill gets it again. I'll just wait for Roger to do his thing. As I said, we're saying Roger, Chief Commissioner, doing such a good job. The 2 judges, I'm very impressed with their work. They judge fairly, consistently, and well done to them.
Cancel a pair of views, Sean. Taddykill Private Limited. Second, Cranbrook Pole Dorset, PJ and Terry Walkham. Third is Taddykill Private Limited. Fourth, Finley High School. Fifth, Maybury, Malcolm Derby. Sixth, SHOWGROUND, Pole Dorset, JNA and C. Cooper. And Holly Commended, Pine Creek. Thank you. Congratulations. Thanks.
Thanks, Roger. He's done such a good job, as I said. But these sheep, number 1 and 3, Taddykill. Number 2, Cranbrook, Pole Dorset's 4th, Pine Creek. So I don't think that's actually true. 4th is Lilydale.
Last 37, Pine Creek, not too few.
Highly commended, Pine Creek. That's the one. And Mount Bathurst and, Maybury in 5th. So big congratulations to everyone involved in that. Lovely to see. Such lovely ewes. We're on to the next category, which is Class 37, a slightly smaller category, which is the Pine Creek Milk-Tooth Ewe, Sean, and born after the 1st of August 2025. So quite young ones. My mate Trouble just jumping up next to me gave me a bit of a fright there. He's trying to climb the fence again, the silly bugger. So I'll just make sure that I have that right. Yep, number 37. And then after that, the Claremont Trophy, and then the regional awards for ewes. So we're getting into the nitty gritty. But once again, look at that winners list. That's 1, 2, and 3 down those columns on the right hand side. Armdale, Tattykeel cleaning up. Cranbrook getting one in the last one as well. Amazing effort from Tattykeel. And the girls from Finley High. I keep saying Lilydale. I do apologise for that. Finley High setting up for a photo. Another ribbon to add to their big collection. Good job. What's your mum's name? Sorry. Palmer. Laura Palmer, I heard you watching. G'day, mate. I'm glad you're here. Miley's just run past and given you a shout out. Got an amazing kid there, mate. Well done. And they're well deserving of all their awards. Finley High, and so impressed with the school kids out here. It's great to see. But as I said, another ribbon to add to their brag book. Laura Palmer. Why is that name familiar? Oh yeah, that's from a TV show from back in the day. All right, let's have a look. We'll go over here. There's the Finley High School banner. You can't quite see it, just past those blokes there doing the hard work. Well, there's their brag book. That's where they keep all of their ribbons and their awards, and they set it up on the display. And these blokes here just putting some sheep in the cages, back in their cages. I'll go back to camera 1 and we'll see what's coming up in the judgment. So we have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. That's my mate from Pine Creek's got 2 in there by the looks of these pairs. No, it doesn't look like it. Book actually not telling me everything about it, but my mate Daniel on the left, he's such a good kid. The sheep on the right's quite a big one. But 4 of them. I've only got 3 listed, but that's all right. So we've got Cranbrook Pole Dorsets. That'll be the one in the middle. Monterey. And College Park from the Riverina Anglican College track, TRAC. So I don't think that reflects what I'm looking at in front of me, but that's all right. We'll judge these ewes as they come. Excitable little lambs. Going a bit nuts here as Elliot does his work. See, they're checking the hips. Checks the muscle mass at the back. Checks the shoulders. Where's my line-up shot? That one there. Slowly head around. There we are. All pretty similar size, these ones. All right, as they go for their walk. What a way to spend a Saturday morning here in Cowra. Chicken Shade just across the road from here.
Get him, Daniel.
All right, how they going? Oh, we're doing the wrong camera. Let's do this one. Walk's almost complete. They've come forward, lining up in position. Cranbrook in second there by the looks. So far, obviously they come through, do their initial checks down the lines of the sheep, send them in the order to walk in the order that they think they'll come at the end, and then they change the order by having a closer look at muscle mass and everything, and the walk's so important. Elliot walking up and down the line, as always, doing his best work.
Another nice lineup of ewes. The ewe I put in first is a really nice balanced ewe. She walks really well, a really nice head on her, really nice and smooth through the shoulders. I also really liked the ewe that I put second. I was hoping for a little bit more muscle in the hind quarter, but she also walked really well. Really nice head on her too. The next ewe just didn't have as much muscle as the two ewes in front. She stands really well, really structurally sound. And the next ewe, I thought she just didn't walk as well as I'd hoped. Still a really nice sound ewe. Yeah, thank you.
Well described again, Elliot. Thank you very much. He's working on his articulation. I think he did very, very well there. Strong effort. So well done there to all of those. Cranbrook coming in second, I think. Monterey first. College Park third and fourth. So I've only got 3 listed in my program there, but that's okay. So we're up to class 38. A bigger class. There's Ash from Ashmaru. Ashchamu. Loves his work. I love his work too. He's a friendly bloke. You see all those wonderful sheep. There's his old man. All the sheep in their pens waiting to come out to be put on show. I just want to zoom in on, see if I can get a better view for you for the Finley high display, but I really can't. That's about as far around as I can get. It's really what's teaching me that I really need to get a mobile camera. If I get a mobile camera, I could actually get out there and walk down the lines of these sheep. Oh, here, the little fellas. That's what we've got. Claremont Trophy ewe lamb, born after the 1st of April this year. And they're little and they get carried around. I love the babies. Look at them. Just a bit of rain falling outside. It's a bit unexpected. Jump on my favourite website, windy.com. And I'll have a look and see whether it's going to be wet on the highway. I get the feeling I'm going to be driving home in the rain. Look at all these. Look at that babies. Oh, they're gorgeous. It's stunning. Trying to teach them to stand in the right spot's going to be the hard way. Here's the Taddy Kill kids having a bit of fun, but yeah, raining out there. Yesterday when it started raining, we lost power. Look at him jumping around. Look at her jumping around, sorry. They're gorgeous. These little girls. So, yeah, sorry, the category Claremont Trophy ewe lamb, born after the 1st of April. Studs, Breffni, Valley Vista Park, Maybury, Brooklyn Park, Ashchamu, Pole Dorset, Monterey, and Ridgehaven. Haven't seen much of Ridgehaven, so I'm interested to see how they go in this. But different sizes, as I said, they've all dropped at different times. A lot of intensity on the faces. Bit of a gap there between them and them. So be it. That's a fat little lamb, that one in the middle there. As is that one, good size. Roger looking very dapper. Any bowlers out there will know, from around this area will know Roger. Oops, come on, Ben. Sorry, guys. These little sheep are brought in with their mothers. So they sit in the pens with their mothers, and a lot of you'll hear the bleating happening around. A lot of the mothers are really quite concerned when their babies get taken away. Just want to say again, from my personal point of view, sitting here right now amongst, a couple hundred sheep is quite a remarkable thing for a little coastal lad. Amazing animals. All these guys, the prime producers, the guys that this is where our food comes from. A shout out to Cowra, Club Cowra last night. I went and had a meal there. They had their raffles on. Place was buzzing. Friday night there was a crazy amount of people in there, and I've probably had the best steak I've ever eaten. I've been to some pretty decent places around that serve steak. You know, you go into the city in Darling Harbour and it's a steakhouse that serves you steak, no sides, no sauce, just a steak. They're professionals at it, and I think what I ate last night was far superior. Oh, here we go. Here comes the bub. Talk about family in these a lot. This is what I'm talking about. Good girl. Used to hold the sheep. From Armdale. That's beautiful. Future farmer right there. Look at her. You see how small those sheep are. She's about the same height as the baby. Posing for photos by the look. Is that what we got? Yep. All the media are out there taking photos of that. Such a cool family affair. As the judges keep deliberating, they're still talking. Wandering up and down. Decent sized category once again. Oh, give the sheep a little pat. Runs back to her mum. There's the important people there, the judges, Elliot and George doing their thing. A lineup of these little rams. Oh, there's another baby. Definitely get the families in. Look at this. Thanks, Brendan, there. From Brooklyn Park with his daughter. Bit dusty in the shed here at the moment. Getting a little bit of hay fever. Must be some feed getting around. Little sheep jumping around like crazy. A lot of energy in these things, like a puppy. So Brooklyn Park's in Cowra. And Cowra, for those who don't know, is west of Orange, south of Parks, and east of Forbes.
The land classes are always a bit of a radio.
This is the first time they've been built, so we prefer not to hold it. The ram we give on top of the one up the top there. As you can see, well, we don't do too much of the thing. Second lamb is a lovely lamb. We think it's got a bit more potential. We'll have some potential going down. Lovely lamb for a lamb of that age.
Interesting, they're getting awards
Third place is a lovely,
right to left.
a lovely ewe lamb.
The ribbons go over the top of the lambs.
You, yeah. Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Good effort once again. Well done. Congratulations to all involved in that. I'm sure we'll hear from Roger as to who won what. Highly commended down the end. Beautiful commentary. It's the first time being held, these lambs. So Roger will come out and let us know exactly who won.
How's it going? Yeah, I had it in second.
That's all right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good.
I like the way how quick you make decisions when you judge by yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, we're taking ages, aren't we?
But to have the courage you can, it's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Righto, so just, is he still going? Listen to that. We have, first was Valley Vista, second also Valley Vista,
Still happy with my decision.
third with Ashmaru, fourth Brooklyn Park. So congratulations to them. Looks like we're into the Champion Awards and the Reserve Awards as well. So we'll see these ones coming out. This is the championship round, and then we're into groups by the looks of it. Class 33 is armed up. Look at this young lady going off. She's a cracker. Armdale, you going nuts. Gotta love that. So after this, as we've just heard, the Burmac mixed pair of the year, 1 round 1U under 1.5 years coming up, Group 39. So we're looking at the champions at the moment as they stand. Different sizes, because all different categories in this. Class 40 will be the Mervyn Western Memorial Trophy. 1 round 1 round 2 ewes. The Armadale Trophy, 3 rams under 1.5 years, and the Sires Progeny Group, 3 sheep with common sire. That's an interesting one. And then the final things, we have the Bromar Supreme Exhibit, the Olsen's most successful Pole Dorset, the Soilution's highest strike rate, and Zydavet overall school prize. So interesting times coming up and good competition all around, lots of interest, lots of categories and prizes that can increase the price or the value of your lamb. Taddykill out here, probably with a good chance. They've cleaned up so many of the prizes so far. They're collecting so many ribbons. Lots of chat.
Eliza from the land paper representing them.
young Elliot there's holding the microphone. Sorry, Roger's got that microphone. He's got my little microphone, so I'll just make sure he stays turned all the way down. And there's the land. That's what they're talking about. Eliza from the land there. They've been long supporters of this competition and the Dorset show. So thanks very much to them. She's had long days too. She's been here the whole time. Big smile on the face. So thanks again to the sponsors. Thanks to the land. Great supporters of this.
We right, Elliot? You happy?
All right. Judgment coming. Can hear an increased amount of noise going around. The groups are coming out now, so they're separating some ewes from their lambs, and they're getting a bit antsy.
Thank you for the exhibitors for the
Privileged to have judged. Elliot's had a lovely day. Congratulations, Taddy Keel. Sorry, number 3.
Taddy Keel takes away the champion ewe.
Lovely day. They're up on the day.
That's a big sheep.
Beautifully. What's the, James, what's the...
Second in the pair is Brandon.
Brandon?
Also, while they're coming out, congratulations. Jamie Lee Scott last night was awarded the New South Wales Member of the Year, so congratulations for your effort throughout the tournament. Well done.
And big congratulations to them. It's an amazing achievement. Member of the Year. So Taddy Keel walk away with the champion ewe, which was the... I think so. Hang on a sec. I'll just jump up here and see what that said. Make sure I get all my data right because it's important for you out there to know. So yes, that was the land farmed by champion ewe. Now the Cowra Council Reserve champion ewe. The green ribbon. Now that's the champion right there. She's a big girl. So I don't have a view there. People just standing up in front of the camera on camera 1, so we'll stick to this one.
The reserve champion here goes to Arndale. We missed her the first 1 round. She's just beautifully correct on her feet. She's not
Armed
quite
up.
there yet. They're coming into the spring, how she develops. It's a very tough one at this age. You've got different parts of their preparation.
There we go.
Some that have just finished their peak,
Another beautiful ewe.
and then some that are only competing.
So best of luck. We thought very highly of the ewe that's up the top, but just didn't have the scale of the reserve champion. Thank you.
So congratulations to Armdale. Very impressive again. So there's the reserve champion on the left. They'll have their photo taken now.
Reserve champion here. Congratulations to Teddy Kill and Armdale. Well done. While those have been taken, third Western Memorial Trophy, 1 room and 2 years under 1.5 years. If you have those sheets ready, please.
All right, so that's the champions awarded. We're going to have their photos taken and have a look around. I'm not going to separate these streams. I'm not going to make you log out and log back in. We'll just stick to it. And I'm going to go have a quick little comfort break myself. Stand up for the first time in a couple of hours. And as these guys go and get their photo taken together. Harmdale and Taddykill really cleaned up in these categories. Let's see if I can get a view of those two champions together. That might be the best one. Maybe. Probably this one, actually. There they are. The champion in the reserve, Taddykill and Armdale. Well done to them. Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful ewes. Amazing. All right. Stay tuned with that. I'll go quiet for a bit. We'll be back shortly. All right, here's where we're at. We're in the groups category now. This is 1 round 2 U's, which is the Claremont Trophy. Nope, apologies. Which is the, cross that out, Burmac New South Wales Mixed Pair of the Year. Burmac, one of the great supporters of this. Burmac Insurance, of course. 1 ram and 2, 1 ram, 1 ewe under 1.5 years. That doesn't make sense because there's clearly 3 sheep there. I'll have a look. Let's have a squiz at the board. Young Elliot there having the time of his life. Now we're up to number 40 in that case, so 39 has skipped through somehow. So number 40, Mervyn Western Memorial Trophy. 1 ram, 2 ewes, under 1.5 years. That's what we've got left. 3 sections to go. Quite a few sheep out there at the moment. They'll look amazing.
Congratulations to Cowra, Pete Cowra, most successful Dorset Horn exhibitor.
Coobar Dorset Horn exhibitor. An award has been presented over the back. Dorset Horn, of course, one of the rare types of sheep out there, and it's good to see them keep going. Well done, Ken, out there as well. He's such a nice guy. Sorry, Keith. Apologies. They keep their rams or their sheep over the back there. I went out and had a good look at them. There he is there. He's got his purple ribbon. Great sideburns. Lovely man. Doing God's work.
Also in the school section, Finley High School, most successful school.
Finley High, most successful school. I saw that coming. There they are. Well done, Finley High. Congratulations. I hope that the girls were talking about creating a super cut of all this footage of them. They've been so much fun. They do this with such great attitude. And congratulations, most successful school, well deserved. They're up in so many categories. Very impressive. Here comes the judgment.
Pair is about having a dominant ram and a pair of ewes that for the next generation. Congratulations, Teddy Hill. Phil, lovely pair of ewes. You're second. The ram's more dominant, lovely pair of ewes. Number 3 is Armdale. The 3rd ewe is not quite as good as the. Not quite as. There's 2 ewes don't quite pair as well. And 4th is Finley. The ram's not quite as dominant as the ewes. Lovely pair of ewes.
So that was interesting comments from the judge there, but congratulations, Taddy Keel, Ash Charmu with a 2nd place ribbon. Congratulations to them, very impressive, and well done all round. I'm so impressed with all of those sheep. They're amazing. In the last 2 days, I've learnt so many things and about this, and you can really start seeing the quality of what's out there. So big congratulations to them, and Finley High as well gets another ribbon for their collection. So here we go. I assume it's section 41, which makes sense. I'll just swoop up and have a look. I'm just going through my little program here. Yep, definitely section 41, the Armdale Trophy, 3 rams under 1.5 years. So there's Ash. Keep an eye on this lot. Group 3 rams, 1.5 years. So what does that mean? We've got close up. These are the studs, of course. Close up, Armdale, Mount Bathurst, Abilene Park, Valley Vista, Tattykeel, and Gerardin. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Big groups, poses all correct. I haven't seen rams much this morning, obviously. The U section took over this arena. And we now have these big fellas all there. The displays coming out. All the exhibitors, all the breeders. Showing off for the Armdale Trophy. Booyah. Geez, that one's jumping around. Look at that. Not happy about being on display, the silly thing. Crazy. George there walking up and down, having a good look. As more exhibitors come out. Jeez, look at them all. That's a lot of rams, a lot of sheep out there. Finley High there, of course, again. They're non-stop, this mob. It's intense competition. Look at them all. They're all pretty similar sizes. I like that they're all in the groups. They all look very, very similar. And just as I was looking around, this is really evident in the Taddykill rams. Also, those rams there from Ashmar, Ashamu, and the Finley lambs, and this lot down the back end here, quite extraordinary in the end. There's close up. They look amazing. Those three. Out on Charlotte and Gordon. So the judges just walking up, checking the lines. As always, checking the back legs and the quality of the muscle down the back, down the haunches. Do. Big category of sheep. Like I said, just going through my program now to make sure we're up to date. Armdale Trophy. Obviously, the Armdale Breeders sponsor it. Group 3 rams, under 1.5 years. Close up, Armdale, Mount Bathurst, Abilene Park, Valley Vista, Taddykill, and Geraldton. It's pretty intense. Elliot walking up and down as a judge, checking things out. Very important work they do, these judges, and their opinions and their expertise has a huge effect on everything going around. That's what all these exhibitors are here for. Those sheep's really not happy about being there. Getting close to the call now. Have a look at them all as you can. Finley School. Close up. That's Greerdale. It's got the Nash Maru there actually, but Armdale as well. They're good looking sheep, good looking rams. Another good set there. One Woolly, two fairly well shorn, and then you got Taddy at the side. Oop, here we go.
We've looked at for your evenness of evenness of a team of rams that all show the same characteristics. The top four place headers met that criteria. The ones short of that, there was always two good rams and one other one. On top, we've given to Taddy, lovely length, lovely hindquarters. Congratulations.
Taddy again.
Second of this very athletic pair, they're stripped down to their the bare minimal. There's nowhere to hide. Congratulations. They're really ready. They are ready for the Com Games. Third of the Geraldine pen. Lovely pair of rams. They've still got a lot of growing to go. Fourth of this late starters. They're a lovely balanced team.
And fourth to the school. Amazing work. She's conglomerate sets in there, I think, too.
Still another one. They're still immature. They've come out of the intermediate classes. They'll look very nice by Bendigo. Lovely ram on top and two lovely carcass sheep.
Armdale Trophy. First, Teddy Kill, Brighton Limited. Second, Armdale, Salmon Medley Armstrong. Third, Geraldine Polar Horses. Fourth, Ambo, Andrew Seaman. Fifth, Abilene Park, MK and CM Douglas and Sons. Sixth, Close Up, GL and NL Close and Family. And Valley Vista, AB and DL Scott Holly. Congratulations, well done.
So congratulations to them. The first place going to Taddy, second Armdale, and third Geraldine, which takes us to category 42. And then the big prizes at the end. Class 42 is the New South Wales Pole Dorset Association Sires Progeny Group. 3 sheep with a common sire, and they'll be on their way soon. Not a lot of movement here. Just a couple more people jumping in, or are they taking photos? I'm not entirely sure, but isn't that interesting? I'll just go quiet for a sec, keeping it ear out. I'll be back soon. I'll be back shortly. So I was just up there having a chat to the man from Bromar Engineering who's come out to check this category out, and I thank them so much for sponsoring this and being such big supporters. There he is there, sitting there in his in the red and black hat. Takes great pride in these competitions. They've been looking after, this is the 40th show. They've been looking after these guys for 20 odd years, and that's just amazing to me. Look at all the sheep in this category. It is amazing. So I'll just swoop this camera around a little. Beautiful example of rams. And that's why they're all from the same sire.
I'd like to make a special announcement for Beatrice Patterson. Well done behind the scenes here. It keeps all our results up to date, so thanks very much. Appreciate all the good work.
Yeah, well done, Beatrix. I mentioned her before. She's incredible. I'm just going to see if I can see past these guys. I can't. There's a car in the way. So the other side of that is one of the donations from Bromar Engineering feed spreader out there. It is a brilliant piece of work and very impressive. So thanks once again, Bromar. But all these sheep, last category, everyone involved. Armdale, Mount Bathurst, Valley Vista, Ashcharmoo, Tattykeel, Finley High School. I've even got Anbo out there and Jerridon. Congratulations to the whole lot of you for being out there and giving this a go. Big shout out again to Mount Bathurst, Cranbrook, Pole Dorsets, Finley High School. All of your exhibits and all of the entries you've had have been amazing. Just as we start closing, so I'll talk about the land, of course, great sponsors, Genbrook Reproductive Technology, just amazing in the AI space, and I mean artificial insemination space, not the computer space. Mally Marketing, and they're great because, you know, their tagline, if buyers can't see the value, they can't choose it, and you're not wrong. Without the marketing, without being able to get out to market, people aren't going to do this, and that's part of my job as well here. Really proud of that. The Pole Dorset Association. But, yeah, there's a loose lick feeders there from Bromar Sheep, and a multi-feeder is what's out the side there. Just brilliant work from everyone involved. The country atmosphere, the country life out here really being shown off today. All the exhibitors, all the families. You are great people. Judges holding all the ribbons, looking around at all of these entries. There's a lot of sheep out there. $24 by my count. 8 entrants.
Always have a good-looking girl. Not today.
Here we go.
Tattykeel. 23004. 14. Tattykeel 23144. Second place is Armdale with Armdale 22, number 200 is the sire. Number 3 is Valley Vista. Valley Vista 24106. Really matches the other two. Like I like the other ram as an individual, but as a group. Number 4 is Finley High School, which is Hilden to 11. Well done, girls. Number 5 is Geraldine by Malaga Park, 23-15-97. Do we need more?
Well chosen on that side.
I wouldn't have.
There you go. There you go. I'll just turn the judge down. But yeah, number 1, Tattykeel again. Number 2, Armdale. Number 3, Valley Vista. Number 4, Finley High School. And number 5, Geraldine. And that should be the final category of these. Next up, the champions will come. So not a lot of movement once again. They're all standing around. But Bromar Supreme Exhibit, we've had the overall high school prize done already. The rain starts tumbling down again outside. It's been a very wet couple of days. We start putting them away, and we're going to hear from Roger.
Sheridan, Mullinger Park, 23-15-97.
Perhaps. We'll see, but they'll put all them away. I don't know whether the presentations have already been made, but Bromar Supreme Exhibit, I assume not, because the Bromar man's still there. And Olsen's most successful, Paul Dorset. And there's the Finley High ladies with their 4th place ribbon once again. Geez, they do well. Actually, a bit of thunder out there too, so maybe a storm coming through.
Okay, highlight.
It's the Supreme Exhibit. So if we could have those 4 sheep out here, please. Tattykeel, Ski-Vale. Thanks to all our sponsors, especially Bromar, and all the other sponsors that are around. So pleased to have so many people supporting not only the cold, but also the New South Wales champions.
All right. As you said, thanks to the sponsors as we head to the end of this competition and this wonderful day. Roger Travers has done such a great job. Thanks so much to all of the exhibitors. It's been absolutely amazing time here at Cowra Showground. I'm just looking now at the back end of this. And this is the view. There's me sitting over in my cold little corner on the left of the screen. But once again, this arena has been the place for Paul Dorset's the ultimate prime lamb sire. Definitely check them out. You're out there and you're interested in this and you run a farm. These are wonderful sheep. And I've learnt so much this weekend. I can't tell you how proud I am to have been here to cover this and bring this to the world. Starting to see some pallets and things moving around. As the guys pack up, they'll get back home, and they've had a big night last night, of course. As the champion sheep start coming out. There's the champion ewe, champion ram, champion horn. There you go. We get to see the horns properly. I'll zoom in on one because these are really cool sheep. Look at the big curl. Slightly smaller, by the way, in stature, but that's a champion horn ram right there. Look at the curl on that horn. It's try to get it in a bit. There we are. Such an amazing animal. Jumpy. And the ewe itself as well. Oh, come on, man. Sorry, guys. It's got a smaller horn. Valley Vista on display there. Got a busted thumb, the poor man. Yeah, slightly smaller horns on the ewe. Four brilliant, brilliant sheep. What a category, what a bunch of categories, sorry, what a series we've had at the 40th New South Wales Championships at Cowra Showgrounds. Rain outside. The size of these sheep. Keith there in the green and red jumper. He's been doing this for a bit. Knows all the people quite well. Big smile on his face. He's such a good man. Loves what he does. Loves looking after these horns. Like I said, they're a rare one. That champion ram at the front there, that's Taddy Keel champion ewe. That ram really wants to get going. Look at him. What a classic. Excuse me a sec. Thankfully, she sat down so we get a better view. Here's the four legends. The best of the best right in front of you. And don't they look amazing? Nearly done. Nearly at the end of this. Long drive home from me back to the coast. Judgment coming.
Congratulations to all the exhibitors. Done a wonderful job. Kelly and I continue our mind and follow the job. So he commended 34 years ago, I judged, as I keep saying, the standard of the sheep through that time was a very very interesting. So those people who are even standing at very pleased with what they've done.
Hope you can hear that.
From a breed point of view, our job now is to become really united. Everyone's going to have to give a bit. We need a lot of the show ring rams getting out into the production trials, make sure we can bring those sheep so we all work together. Our job is not show ring versus performance, polls versus the rest. Hopefully through my presidency, we get the polls really humming. Hopefully, and for that, hopefully you'll bring a breeder, not to sell a ram, but see how he's going. what makes the pole also for our champion today, we've elected the ram, 150 kilos, that correct, that powerful, like it's very easy to get growth, but to get those sheep that are correct as well is outstanding. Hopefully he will, and that muscle, hopefully he will breed in a way.
So number one, I think that's Teddy Kill. That's the man from Bromar. Big cape goes on. This will be a famous ram and a famous win all around the country and overseas as they look at these exhibitors and look for the exports. But there it is, 2026.
Most successful pole Dorset exhibitor and the highest strike rate goes to Teddy Kill.
And Teddy Kill win the best exhibitor, which is the Bromar Supreme exhibit, the highest strike rate and the most successful pole Dorset from Olsen's sponsorship. So congratulations, Teddy Keel. An amazing exhibit. Such hard work has obviously gone into their work, into their sheep. Great family-run organisation once again, as so many of these places are. Brilliant work. Look at that. That's a big ram, 150 kilos. The biggest sheep on the block won it. Oop. Sorry, guys. Judges there standing behind, ready for the photos, of course. Spectacular. Well, it's been amazing. Struggling to get past how good these last couple of days have been for a complete novice, a complete numpty like me, getting out here to do look after a sheep show and get the word out to everyone. They'll be watching this back all round. So, Bromar Engineering, the 40th New South Wales Dorset Championship, supported by Allflex, Coopers, now at Cowra Council, for Flock's Sake, Farm by Livestock, Mallee Marketing, Auctions Plus, Burmac, all these people getting behind it. The Land, of course, the media partner, Canada Produce, Brighton Wool, Conroe Rural, Club Cowra, where I went for a feed last night. It was great. Stockmate, Alan Gray, Co. Zoetis, I think I said, Gen Stock, I can't forget them. They're amazing. Advanced Animal, Auctions Plus, Stock Scan. We're down doing the ultrasounds. What a group. What a sheep. Great breeder. Make sure they're just trying to make the photos a bit better, cleaning up. Bless her. Very, very well done. Zyto Vet, thanks to you as well. As the kids jump in for a photo. How good. Do I have a better angle? Not really. But again, all these are family organisations. Everyone, thanks to Ash Charmu, I've really enjoyed your company. Thanks, guys. They're just standing here packing up. Really enjoyed your company as well as trouble over here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Every person I've met has contributed to certainly my life in some way, teaching me things, teaching me what they do, how they do it, and the values they hold. Look at that family. How good are they?
There's a bag of dilutions there near the tent.
So the guys are walking around. They're a lot packing up, but a lot still wandering around looking at the sheep as they go. But I think that's about it from me, guys. I think we're done. And it's been a big couple of days. I'm going to go get a feed and then go check out some chickens, I think, before I go home. But look, congratulations, Tatakill. Congratulations, every exhibitor. The high schools, you've been amazing. I've got such respect for what you do. Oops, someone's smacking one of my cameras around. Happens. Yeah, they go getting the lead off. So, yeah, what have we got? Key Vale, well done for your horns, and Currajong Park. Who else can I name here? College Park, of course. Finley High, College Park again. Riverina Anglican College, Cranbrook Pole, Dorset. Look, you'll see all this on their Facebook page and their website. It is certainly a wonderful time at these shows. Maybe I'll get down to Bendigo, maybe I won't. Not really sure. It's up to them. I'll leave that in the hands of the people that know. But very, very impressive. They'll all have a good social time now and a chat, and then we'll head off back to their respective work, back to their farms, back to their homes, get ready for the next show, get ready for their exports and get their sales up. So congratulations again. I'm Betty Two Shoes on YouTube Live Sports. I cannot believe I get to do this sometimes for a living, and thanks everyone for joining us and everyone who watches this back later on, all those schools, everyone. My next gig, I think, is the oh goodness, yeah, and I'm up in Wiseau's for Decky Day, which is at the end of NAIDOC week, for back to lawn bowls for me. And I'm looking forward to that too, because I love that weekend. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. All you country people, you're the best of the best. I love you to death, and I'll see you wherever you are next time.